Hello Seekers, welcome to Puneet's Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Mars will make its move into the sign of Pisces on 18th of June. What is this transit going to be and what is this transit has in store for us? Let us try to find that out. Watch the video till the end so that you get to know a complete comprehensive analysis of this particular transit. But before that, do not forget to hit like, subscribe and share and hit the bell icon so that you never miss another update. Mars has a special movement in the sign of Pisces on 18th of June this year. What is so special about this? 3 days after the Martian transit, there is a solar eclipse, where solar eclipse is in the sign of Gemini. Now, what is this? What is so special about the sign of Gemini? If you see closely, Mars will be in Purva Bhadrapad Nakshatra. And Mars will have its fourth aspect, the defensive aspect on Gemini. So the king has the support of the commander-in-chief. Now you have to take few things into consideration in this transit. Mars is battle, courage, willpower. Mars is the will to win. Mars is the competitiveness. Mars is the energy, the electric energy, the biological energy that runs. Mars is blood and circulation. That planet of aggression, confidence goes into deep waters of Pisces. But what will it do? Pisces is the sign of imagination. Pisces is the sign of deep understanding of any fact of life. Mars is going to play a very crucial role in this Devasur Sangram. When Sun encounters Rahu and Mercury and the information is distorted, Mars will try to protect the Sun because Mars will be in the house which is 8th from Leo, that is Pisces. If Pisces is deep water and deep understanding, what will a military general go inside the Pacific Ocean, go into the depth of something? Obviously, it is to spy. It is to give you an opportunity to understand the enemy tactics. That means your body is going to fight. Whatever the energy circumstances is played by the planets in the surrounding, your body, your physical strength, your courage and the willpower, especially the desire to act, achieve, free will is going to fight back, is going to learn something from this. A special tactic that can defeat the enemy. Rahu is already going into a complete fist fight with Sun in the sign of Gemini. If you see, Gemini is the natural third house. And natural third house is where Mars is strongest. Because Mars is where you can communicate through body language. That's what Mars is. Mars has energy, but that energy has to be used, communicated someplace. Third house is the house of courage. And Mars is very, very strong. Mars finds a strong karkatva in the third house. Mars, when it goes in the deep waters, obviously become emotional. It has to lose the Arian characteristics. Remember this, because Pisces is 12th from Aries. Mars is 12 houses away from the sign of Aries. But Mars will be 5th from Scorpio. That means in order to operate this, in order to win this battle, Mars has to give up the aggression. Mars has to give up all the passion, desire, the head-on collision tactics. So if you are trying to go head-on with things, it may not work. What is going to work? The tactics of Scorpio: deception, stealth, spying, being very cognitive, being very secretive, occult sciences, spirituality, putting your energy into balancing your emotions. Scorpio finds Mars 5th from it. 5th house is the house of learning. So you are learning from Scorpio when Mars goes into Pisces. Find out where your Scorpio is. You will learn from that house through the house where Pisces is. Let us take an example of Sagittarius ascendant. Scorpio rules 12th house. Mars is in 4th house. So you are definitely going to learn about your happiness and what makes you happy and what makes you sad, depending upon what you have lost in life. You will learn from all your losses. You will learn from what sacrifices you have made and whether those sacrifices were worthy or not, and what sacrifices were forced upon you and what sacrifices you made with your own choice. Something that was forced, was it for good? So those kind of secrets will start coming out. That secret will help to fight Rahu, because now Rahu is exposed. Now the negative energies are exposed. They are trying, but now they are trying openly. So when they are trying openly, you know who is right and who is wrong, and then a conscious decision can be made. So great, when I say it's a Devasur Sangram, I did not use the word just like that. It is actually a planetary war going on right now. Mars, on the other hand, will definitely strike on your emotions. It's a water sign, although Mars don't have a problem with a water sign because Mars rules one fire and one water sign. But the water sign of Pisces is somewhat related to sacrifice. So this Mars will have to sacrifice something in order to achieve the information. Anger. You have to sacrifice anger. You have to sacrifice one desire of your life that may actually be very, very wrong for you. You have to list down all the desires of your life and then see, work on each desire, think on each desire, see if this can be sacrificed. It can be a very small desire to a very big desire, but one desire will be taken away in this time frame. Because Mars is away from the sign of Aquarius, there is one more thing that is happening. Now you go 11th from the sign of Gemini. This is where the gain of the eclipse will happen, because 11th house is gain. Eclipse is being formed in the sign of Gemini, and 11th from Gemini is the sign of Aries. Aries is the house where the eclipse will happen. So this eclipse is going to give you a lot of Aryan characteristics. So Rahu will always target to give you a lot of ambition, desire. It will give you dissatisfaction, a sense of detachment, a sense of obsession towards achieving something. On the other hand, Mars very carefully places itself 12th from Aries, just before the eclipse. What happens? Aries loses the strength. So wherever your Aries zodiac is, that house will lose the strength. That means you need to shift your focus from Aries, the bhava which has Aries, maybe it is 6th bhava, maybe it is the 7th bhava, to the bhava which has Pisces. This will give you a better understanding on how this Mars transit will unfold for you. Emotions has to be kept under check. Volatile emotions will be at its peak at this time, because Mars is now having the 4th aspect on Rahu. When Mars is at the house which is in the house of life and death for Leo, it is where he is trying to protect the king. You have to protect the Mars. Who can protect the Mars? There's another incident happening related to this transit, and that incident is with relation with Saturn and Jupiter. Both are retrograde. Both are retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. Jupiter is already on the verge. Within 10-15 days, in fact 9 days from the eclipse, he will cross Capricorn, go back to Sagittarius. This Saturn is aspecting Mars with the 3rd aspect. Mars is in the house of Jupiter, which is with Saturn. That means Saturn in the sign of Saturn in the sign of Capricorn is playing a very vital role in this case. That means you need to pray to Shani and you need to pray to Lord Hanuman, with whose blessings Saturn and Mars can give you a lot of positive results. When Mars which is already having the fourth aspect on this sun, will have the third aspect of Saturn. Obviously, Mars will be completely troubled. So it's like Saturn will force him. It is a piercing force. A retrograde Saturn is a very strong concentrated drishti of Shani, which means Mars will really pierce through. It's like you are in a submarine with full throttle towards the Mariana Trench, towards the base of the ocean. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a comfortable ride. Saturn will push your energy within. It's like one jolt of electricity, one event in your life that makes you so much concerned about yourself. It will just push you down and you will be suddenly held under, under tremendous amount of force. If you are caught sleeping, then there will be trouble. So you need to be very well aware about the kind of energies that you're facing. Just relax, calm down, meditate, take deep breath, drink plenty of water, and don't let your emotions rule you. Moon is not in a good shape. Moon will be in the sign of eclipse. Now all my transit of Mars, Mercury and Sun is surrounded around eclipse, because eclipse is the trigger point for which these transits will completely work together. So the effect that you will see in the next 15-20 days will be like never seen before. It's a kind of a completely and massively different result. The variation of results will be so huge that you will be surprised that these planets can actually work in such different manner than their natural behavior. But if you see, if you consider the sign of Leo, let us again go back to the sign of Leo. Let us again go back to the Sun transit, because both Sun and Mars transit are happening side by side. Take Leo as ascendant. The moment you take Leo as ascendant, you find Saturn in the 6th house and Mars in the 8th house. 7th from Leo is in Pap Kartari. And the king is in the sign of Gemini. Now that's where Gemini is 6th from Saturn. It's the Prarabdha of Shani. So there will be restrictions imposed upon you, and you have to follow that restrictions, because the restriction is for your own good. So if your body and mind is restricting you, if you are being alarmed by some kind of dream, some kind of repetitive number, if you are alarmed by some kind of response from the body, you need to restrict yourself to yoga, pranayam, positive life, positive attitude, and chant Hanuman puja, chant Hanuman Chalisa, chant Shiva mantra, so that the energy that surrounds you is always positive. Remember, Pap Kartari does not always mean that particular house under Pap Kartari will be bad. Sometimes Kartari means what? Holding back, sometimes surrounding. Sometimes when you're surrounded by a shield, it's a good thing, it's a protection, right? When you are in your home right now watching this video, you are surrounded by walls. On four sides you have walls of your home. It's under a boundary. Do you think this boundary is bad for you? It's a kind of a Pap Kartari only if you are trapped in this case. But if someone is trying to protect you, it's a shield. So Saturn and Mars is creating a shield for Sun, and that is a very good thing, because Aquarius is a house 9th from Gemini. The dharma of Surya is getting protected here. It's a war of dharma. It's the war of right and wrong, and that is what you will see in the upcoming few months. This is where the trigger happens. This is where the right and wrong clash, and this is where you have to again choose a side. Mars is going to give you that secret information, if you listen to him obviously, that information that will help you understand the depths of the deep, you can say depths of the secret knowledge information, and will give you a lot of good results. Remember, Pisces is the zodiac where Venus gets exalted. If Venus gets exalted in the sign of Pisces, that means Mars has to give you a lot of material results also. So materially also you will be understanding yourself. The desire will now convert into bhakti, And that is what the bhakti is very important. Your emotion should be flowing towards the God, your emotion should be flowing towards the feet of the divine, because this Mars in Pisces is obviously an energy full of sacrifice, full of daya, full of karuna, full of emotions, driven towards God, because 12th house is the feet of Vishnu, Pisces. That means you have to bow down in front of the God, go for complete surrender, accept yourself the way you are, and instead of falling in the prey of darkness, instead of going into depression, instead of being sad about anything, you need to just chant Bhagavad Gita, read scriptures, understand the architecture, what is happening. If your mind is disturbed, let it disturbed. See, it's the task of mind to be disturbed. Sometimes it will be disturbed, sometimes it will be calm. Let it do what he is trying to do. You need to protect your soul. The time right now is the battle of the soul. You need to protect yours. And the only help that will come is when you will take the side of light. Thank you.